Hey, everybody! Welcome to True Play Studios! And back from the dead, it's me, Midas. Yes, I know I don't put enough content up for you guys, but I'm really trying here. It's just very busy for me, and I play video games. I just need to record when I do it. It's like, it seems such a chore to get the recorder up and get the volume mixes right. But I promise you guys, I will try my hardest to at least upload 3 a week. That's my goal. Alec is now out of school, so he should be able to upload more often too. We have a very busy family life, and we don't get to do as much as we want. But welcome! I'm glad I'm back. I love playing these games, and for you who watch me, today we are doing Cities Skylines. The last Cities Skylines video I had about 415,000 people. And when the new Park Life DLC dropped, it glitched my world because of the mods, so my city kind of glitched, and I'm still in the process of trying to see if I can fix it and bring it back to life. You get those null errors when you have old mods from the Steam Workshop that don't cooperate with the new DLC. But this new DLC is really cool, and I also uploaded a few mods that I had found in the Steam Workshop that I think you guys will really enjoy. I enjoy them. One thing I love about Cities Skylines is it's very relaxing for me. It's a real calm game, and I am a people watcher. I've been a people watcher my whole life. When I was younger, we used to hang around Hollywood Boulevard and just watch the weirdos and the people down there. It's just really cool for me and my friends just to see life happening in front of us. And LA was a great place to see some of that life. But we're going to join the city here, and we are going to explore a few of the parks I have built, and we are going to check out a few of the mods that I have as well. So let's go ahead and let's go take a look at some of the stuff you can do with the new Park Life mod. I'm just trying to get my bearings here. Let me back up a little bit, and yeah, let's see here. One thing I'm going to show you too is an interesting way, which I'm sure most of you probably know if you're a Skylines player, is the way that I get rid of a lot of traffic on my roads. All right, now I have about 106,000, and the traffic's pretty light everywhere. And there's a reason because of that, because I like to use various ways of hiding them from the public, and various ways of making sure they get from point A to point B by following the ant line, I guess if you will, of cars to see where they're coming from, where they're going, and then we usually build a way for them to get to that point quickly. And we'll show you that here later in the video. But first, let's start off with the new Park Life DLC. Now, I'm not going to say I know everything about this DLC. I'm still exploring it. There's not much to it, but it does help a lot. The first thing it does is it lets you zone an actual park. So you can go into your zones. You have this cool new zoning creator tool where you can create and paint a park area. And then with that, once that's done, you can go in and place things in your park. And when you do that, you're bringing in extra income in the tourism market. Like I said, I don't know everything about it, but it's a new DLC. It's really cool. You can set up parks, charge people to use the parks. There's amusement parks, there's zoos, and there's outdoor spaces. So we'll go through and check all of them. This is our city park. So this is the city park I decided to build. My version of Central Park in New York. Not even half as good, but my version of it in this city. So this is our main park. When you go into the DLC and when you make a park, you have the option to go in and where are we at here? You got the option to go in and here we go. Nope, that's not what I want. You have the option to go in and make it your main park. And did I do that? Yes, there it is, right in front of my face. So when you make it your main park, as you can see, it makes it the main attraction of the city, makes more tourists come to you. And if you have several parks with this policy, they're equally attractive to visitors. So that's why this park is so busy. Now, some of you are going to like, why you got such small streets? Now, I just wanted to make this more of what I would want to park if I was in a city and I designed a city. So near my park, I want some nice, quiet, slow driving streets. I don't want any 4-lane, 5-lane roads. So that's what we got here. Quite active with all the people. Like I said, with this new mod, you get quite a few new assets. One of the assets is that their Ferris wheel. That's part of the amusement park, part of the DLC. Now, you can put these different assets anywhere. So you can put, let's say, a lion's cage inside of a city park. You can put, like you see my Ferris wheel in City Park, and vice versa. Put City Park things into your amusement park. So let's kind of go through and see everything. So we got this beautiful Ferris wheel here. And y'all know I love to play my roller coaster games. So this is a way that I kind of get that into this too. So once again, that's one of the assets. Some of your other assets, I should say, are these gazebos. You have bigger gazebos for people and smaller ones. As you see, they really bring in the tourists. Let me see if I can zoom in here a little bit. I know what I'll do. This is one of the new mods I'll show you guys. Let's go ahead and just jump into it. This is a camera mod, and it's a little glitchy when you jump in. It wants to shove you into everything. But as you can see, we can kind of go around and look at stuff. Now, this is no clip mod, so you can pretty much go through buildings, but this is one of the, and I don't know if I should call it a mod more than a Steam Workshop item, but you can walk around. It's a little glitchy. As you can see, I'm popping up and down. For some reason, it's supposed to stay street level, and it's not really cooperating. Another thing we can do is, let's get out of there, is, as you see, we got the screen. In this screen you see right now is dozens and dozens of Sims walking around. So what we can do is we can go pick a random Sim, and we don't know who it's going to be, and now we're that Sim, as you can see. And this is pretty interesting if you just want to kick back and see where different people go, how the Sims interact in the city, and what they do. It gives you a good perspective of all the different vehicles that I've downloaded. I like to keep it very realistic, so like see a Tesla on the left there, you got modern ambulances, Coca-Cola truck driving by, there's Domino's. So you have some really realistic features, which I like. So once again, this is the Steam Workshop mod that lets you become a person. I'll have that link in the description. Right now I'm drawing a blank on the name. I was going to make notes and I totally forgot to make notes. But it looks like our Sim is waiting for the bus. You can look around. We do have some weirdos there in costume. They love to run around like that. I guess they love Pokemon. And there's another one over there. Now, this city is mostly a bus-driven city, so I don't have yet any subways or any trains that kind of take you anywhere. So that I don't have. But we do got an extensive bus system that works really good. That's doing pretty good. So that's those mods. That's the Park Life mod. Like I said, you got all kinds of cool stuff. You have this trampoline park you can load. So there's trampoline park as far as an asset with our little bird we all hate there. And then here we got some cool little amusement rides here. Okay, so that is the main city park. You can call the parks whatever you want, of course. Like you can name any area you zone with a name. So that's our city park there, the city park. And as you see, I kind of split it. With the parks, what you definitely want to do is put in fencing. Otherwise, I don't know for sure, but I don't think you generate any revenue when people can just walk off the sidewalk and walk in. You want to make sure all your people are going through one of your wonderful gates, like we have here. We have that gate, and then I think I have two side gates down here. Yeah, so there's another gate. I see most of the people are walking through where they're supposed to be, so I'm generating revenue for all of those. Here's another cool asset that comes with the mod, is this really cool giant chess set, and as you can see, there actually are some Sims playing. We have a Sim over there waiting for someone to play checkers with them, or a guy, or a girl. You can tell from here. But as you can see, these parks generate a lot of interest for your Sims, so they really want to go check things out and see what's going on. You have things such as restrooms, cafes, all kinds of great stuff that you can drop in your park. Here's our plaza with a cool little fountain. But that's that. So let's go ahead and span back and let's go find, which is right down here. Now we're going to go check out the zoos with this mod. And I'm sorry about the glitchiness. I'm kind of zooming too fast. I'm streaming, recording, all on the same computer, so sometimes it kind of doesn't like it. Even though it is a beast of a wonderful machine, I love it. Okay, so here's our zoo. With all zoos, of course, you want to put in your zoo entrance. And when you drop your zoo entrance, one thing I didn't realize was I was zoning the park first. And I didn't realize as soon as you drop this part, it makes a little zone around it. So you pretty much take your park zoning tool, click into that, and then expand it however you want. Otherwise, you'll have two different areas. So just a short FYI for me to you guys that learned that the hard way, which wasn't too big a deal. I just had to rezone a few areas. Just de-zone them, I should say. So once again, here's our zoo. We got cool stuff here in the zoo for everybody to check out. Let's go ahead and go down into our first-person view, and let's see what we got here. Oh, there's an old-school Suburban. See what I mean? I like these old kind of makes it more realistic. Kind of. Oh, we got two cars parked in the same spot. Somebody would be pissed off when they come out. Their classic Camaro has looks like a BMW inside of it. We got our Winnebago motorhomes once again, and a limousine. Looks like the rich guys are coming to check out. And the bus stop is very busy. Like I said, we have an extensive bus system. It's free, so the Sims love it. There's a Z28 Camaro over there, and we have motorhome driving right through us. Okay, let's go check out some stuff. Now, if you in this mode. Just like any other first-person mode, you hit shift to go faster. So, and here's one of our little guys that does tricks and stuff for the crowd. So he just did a little cartwheel there, waving to pretty much nobody. You can hear the lion cage over to my left. Let's go look. Okay, so here are our bison. Our wonderful, wonderful bison. Now this comes as a for one of your first assets. You don't have to improve your park or get higher rankings in order to open them. I'm sorry, I'm trying to figure out this walking movement here. It's not so easy. I should just click through the buildings. Make it a lot easier, but let's make the realism realistic. Okay, here is our gorilla / monkey area. There's our gorillas. We can go inside and check them out. Oh, this one's picking bugs off his buddy. What's up, man? Finding all them bugs? Buddy probably appreciates that. And then let's go over. This is where all the monkeys are at. Now we're going to clip through here. There's stuff on the side. And let's go over to this one. Here's our chimpanzees. Not the cutest of creatures. They are cute in real life, but here they got their, the polys aren't very high count. And what gets me is every time I see this, I come look at this place, and this is what gets me. These monkeys can just crawl up this pole, crawl on the roof, and they're gone, man. I'm not sure what keeps these monkeys inside this place, but they're behaving themselves. Okay, now let's go ahead and move on out here. And we are going to check out I think this is our lion cage, don't quote me. No, that's our giraffes. So there's all the giraffes. Oh, look at the baby. Let's go check them out. Let's put through the wall. On there drinking. Like I said, all realistic sounds, pretty realistic movements, as you can see the little baby jumping around having some fun. Giraffes are a very strange creature when it comes to all of our creatures on the earth. What creature looks like that? Who knows? I watched a video the other day of two giraffes fighting, and they pretty much bash their necks into each other. That's how they fight. They do use their hooves a little bit, but it's pretty much just neck smashing. Pretty wild to see. Okay, so let's get out of the giraffes and let's go see if we can find some other stuff. Clip through all this crazy stuff. There's the bird everybody hates. And there's nothing back there. It sounds like elephants are coming up. There they are. No, look at the baby. Isn't he cutie pie? Oh, Mom sees me. I think she's a little pissed. I'll back up, Mom. Okay. There you go. Stay back here. Hey, you guys just did that same time. Are you guys Cims or something? There's the cute babies. What's up, babies? Okay, let's go on by. Are you pooping? Looks like he was pooping. Oh, there's our lions. There we go. Hey, what's up, guys? So here's the lion cage. This is actually has to be earned, so you don't get this right off the bat when you open your zoo. You have to get some experience. I'm drawing a blank on the word I'm looking for, but you have to level up your zoo in order to pick these guys up. But like me, I hate waiting. I like everything now. So with the Steam Workshop, you can download different mods that pretty much open up all areas and give you all of your perks right off the bat. There's the other side of the lion cage. Pretty cool. We can cross over on that little bridge back and forth. What's up, big guy? Let's move on ahead. Looks like we're gonna hit the flamingos next. Nice cartwheel. Hey, how's it going? Nice. Why are there so many of you? And the reason there's so many is every time you flop in one of these things, one of those things spawns in too. So here are our flamingos, our little pink wonders. Once again, one of the strangest birds there is in the world. If you've ever been to the Flamingo Hotel or Casino in Las Vegas, you see a lot of these right up close in their little nature preserve they have. So if you're ever in Vegas, make sure you check it out. So let's go ahead and move on over here. I'm not sure what's over here. Oh, this is our bird aviary, if I'm saying that right. We got some, looks like eagles. Can you click on them? Nope. Maybe if I'm out, I click on them. And then we have some geese or swans. These look more like swans. Is there anything else to this aviary, or just you two guys? Let's go to the geese. Yep, that looks like it's it. Any birds over here? No. Okay, so let's head on over this way. Like I said, this is very relaxing. Being in this environment, listening to all the birds and do their thing, it's really cool. Now, this is a huge glitch. Please don't let me fall off. Okay, this is the mountain. For some reason, when I built this thing up here, it really glitched out this area. So there's this big blue area there, and I really didn't want to destroy it and start over, so I just kind of left it. I should do it, and I probably will do it later. Okay, so here we got our moose. One of the most deadliest animals in the Northwest. They are very territorial, and they will wipe you out if you even screw with them. So when you see a moose, stay away. Just look at him and go, hey, there's moose, cool. Take a picture and leave him alone. Okay, now we're gonna head on over here. I know I got more stuff over here somewhere. Okay, oh here's the bug. Bug and reptiles. Now you can't see nothing, it's just a building that you gotta imagine bugs and reptiles in. I don't think there's anything. Let's go take a peek. Nope, just empty space. Nothing in here. So that's the bug and reptile exhibit. Let's go back up and see if I forgot anything. Nice cowboy hat. I think I got all the exhibits knocked out. So that's the zoo in a nutshell. Let's go ahead and go above world and make sure I didn't miss anything. So we got the giraffes, there's our elephants, our tigers, right? Tigers, oh, rhinos, we got our rhinos. We forgot about our rhinos. So they're really cool. And that is one of the first ones you get, so you can install your rhinos pretty quick. And yeah, I think we hit them all. I'm waiting for more to open up or to be released in the future because I think I got everything out there. Now we're going to go to our nature preserve. This is what you can call your outdoor space or your national park is what they're stating. So what you do here, and once again, learning curve for Midas, is no animals spawn in this. There's no animals for this. Now you could put zoo exhibits in this place, but then it's really not a national park. So I built it, and then once again, thank God, I love Steam. I love the people who mod. I love the modders. Modders are the best cool people in the world because they make stuff they want, and normally it's stuff I want too. So what they did was they have some cool spawns that you can place out. You'll see here right now. Now with these spawns, they actually take up a building space. Let's go ahead and take a peek. As you can see, you have to have a real road because the spawns are going to take up each building space, and they can only be built right along the road. You can't use any of these for them. They have to be along the road on the front edge. So I spawned in a bunch of rhinos here, and then we have some buffalo back here. And the fence is not necessary, it's just aesthetics. But as you can see, this is very popular. A lot of the tourists come in and check this out. I heavily treat it because it wasn't very, it was forestry to a point, but not as much as I wanted, so I put a lot of trees in. Now here's the campfire gazebos that don't seem to be very popular. There's my cat. What are you doing out there, meow meows? And looks like somebody's using that. And then what I did is I wanted these guys to have some realism, so I give them these wonderful guys so they can check out some of the animals. And then as we go down our path here into the national park, you're going to see some cool campgrounds and tents. Now these tents are all assets that need to be placed. They have to be placed pretty close to a roadway. Let me kind of show you what they look like here. Click on here. This is what I want. Now let's click off. So they'll have an arrow coming out of them. Let's just show you. Let's go ahead and grab that, and let's go into our there, and let's go this way. Oh, that's the wrong one. This one you want. And there's all your tents. You have 3 different tents. You have these tiny, teeny, tiny ones that are like 2-people tents. Then you have the one you see there. And as you can see, if you put this tent too far back, it's going to get the non-connection symbol above it. So you have to make a little path to it. So a lot of these have to be built like right about there. You know, about 2 to 3 squares away is the max you want to go, or else it's not going to have a connection, I've noticed. But that's that tent, and then you have these really big tents. Now, you'll see these already out there, but I just want to kind of show you how the green arrow shows you the entrance to them. And that good stuff. So let's go ahead and continue up the road. They're camping out. What's up, ladies? You know what? Let's go to first person. I'm not in my... Am I? No, I don't think I am I? Let's go here. No, I'm not. What's up, dude? So you got great tents. All those tents come with those cool little chairs. And then here's our campfires. Now these campfires are huge. I just think they're crazy big. Look how big that thing is. I mean, you got to sit back 20 feet or you're going to fry your face. A little too big for realism of City Skylines, but it's all good. Here we travel up the road. You see all the great tents. Another huge campfire. When you place them from above, they don't look that big. Then you get down into this view and you're like, holy moly, those are huge. So continue on down the road. Oh, did I just do a U-E? I did it the wrong way. Where's this at? Let's go this way. How did I get discombooerated here? Or is this the end of the park? No, it's not. I might have to go up above to take a peek here. Yeah, that's the park. I remember now. I made it short. No, there we go. I thought so. See, I just got to go around that. Okay, so let's go back down. First person. Here we go. Don't you walk on me. Stop. So here we go. So that's that. great little cabins here that you can use. As you see, I placed some outhouses out. No, actually, this is a completed asset. My bad. This is the campground asset that you can place. This is all pre-built for you. Here are our lean-tos, the small lean-tos. And then as we travel up the road, you'll see our larger lean-tos. That was a weird glitch there. Another campground. Hey, and a moose. Now that is the first time I've seen a moose out here. I will tell you that right now. I had no idea that they were out here roaming around. That is the first time I've seen one. Oh my gosh, this is the first for me and a first for you. Where you going, moose? Does he know I'm here? Does he have awareness of me being here? Not. No, I think he just randomly ran from. I don't know, maybe he has awareness, maybe not. Okay, so let's go back because we're on zoo grounds now. So we got a wild moose running around. I guess I didn't need to put the spawns in, but I wanted animals because I didn't see them. Wonder what else they got running around out here. So see, there's the different tents, various tents you can have. That's the big tent, probably about an 8-person. Here's your 4-person, which maybe could be 2. Let's head back up on the road. Let's go check out our other ones. We got some hunting places up here. Our avid hunters. I think that's up here, if I remember correctly. But we're not going to follow the road, I don't think, or are we? Yeah, let's just stick to the road. Because we got some more stuff up here. So we built another campground up here. One of the assets you can get is these rocks over here. And these are climbing rocks. And so you place this asset out, and people come and climb on them. And here we got some climbers right now. Oh, thank God that was there. So it looks like it's all freehand climbing. See how this guy does. Oh, come on, dude. Is that all you're going to do? Yeah, get some guts. Is that all he does? No, there he goes. Come on, you can do it. You can do it! Ah, you little wussy. Is that his whole animation, or does it go up higher? Let's watch. Yep, that's his whole animation. Those two kind of moves. So there's our little campground area right next to the climbing rocks. Let's head on up the road. And we spawned some bison next to the road. Like I said, I wanted to, once our Steam Workshop's a great thing, so I placed the road and spawned some bison out here. And then over here you have a really cool little platform that you can watch them from. So our tourists come down the road and they can climb up on this great platform and look at the bison. And of course I'm just going to clip right through it. Let's head on up the mountain. And here are some of our hunting cabins. Here's the smaller of the two. Very quaint, cute little place. Let's go ahead and head on up to the bigger ones. You see, you do have watchtowers, or spotting towers, whatever you want to call them. So here we got a nice area for our hunters. I will say this area is way too far from the roadway, so no one uses it. You won't see any tourists up here. Like I said, I didn't know how far a sim would walk, and they don't walk this far. So this is all just for aesthetics. And whoever built that road, your rocks are not touching the ground. This is, I'm going to call this anti-gravity campground because everything looks like it's floating. Welcome to Anti-Gravity Campground, where the rocks float, and so does the liquor. Okay, so that's pretty much the end of that park. So let's go ahead and go back out. That's the park in a nutshell. And then I decided to do another one. A smaller park here. So we have, what's our names? We got named after Mount Vernon, Vernon Valley Loop. And then named after Alec, you got Alexander's Saddle Retreat. Because it's kind of like a saddle in the mountain. Maybe not, but kind of, sort of. So, that's cool. So one thing I did too was I wanted to have my buses kind of tour through the area. So as you can see, I do that. Now I have to set up my tour buses. Me, like I said, I'm not a huge aficionado of Cities Skylines. I love the game, but I don't know all the ins and outs. And I come to find out you can have tour buses. Duh! Midas, wake up. I just don't get to do a lot of the research like I really should as far as some of these games. I just love playing them. I just want to keep back and enjoying playing. That's why I usually go unlimited money, unlimited everything, so there's nothing going to stifle me. So here we go. I spawned some more bison next to the road here. We have some rhino that I spawned up here somewhere. There's our rhinos. So our people driving through will have some cool stuff to check out. So let's go ahead and go down to first person here. And there we go. We got a very, very highly trafficked road. Now, I wanted a dirt road because I wanted to keep it very rustic and relative. So that's why I have a dirt road, 2-lane. So here's the entrance to the smaller national park. This is the small national park entrance, not the big one. And we're just chock full of tourists. These tourists love their cowboy hats. Holy moly. Another climbing wall. This area is very popular. This turned out to be one of my better areas with the city park. Very, very busy. Lots and lots of tourists coming and using it. Oh, looks like your girlfriend just showed up. You ladies have a good time. Or maybe it's your daughter. She's an older lady. Some of the assets they have are these cool signs that you can place around. I have never even stopped to read them, and it looks like it's going to be too pixelated to get to read it. So, yeah, it's Nature Reserve, I think it says. What is this one? It's just like a very low-poly map. You can't even read it. That's our hunting cabins. Once again, that's out here. But this, like I said, is very popular, and the reason is it's very close to the road. So, word to the wise, FYI, and a tip is that don't put your parks too far from the road. And some of these assets are floating. I really don't know why. I don't think the terrain is that different, but obviously it is because we have floating trees. But yeah, everything's floating, it looks like. Yeah, it just trips me out how some of the props will lay nice and neat, and some of the props, they don't like the topographical differences of the map, so they do that floaty shit as you see there. Welcome to Anti-Gravity Campground. Okay, let's go ahead and head on back up the road here. Okay, so that's our cool little camp there. And then we head on up the road and it takes us into our city. Sorry, I don't want to make you guys dizzy. I'm actually doing that way too fast. I tried to slow the camera down and it didn't seem to work very good. It seems way, way, way fast. Okay, so that's the different parks you can get. Like I said, so you have your national park, you have your zoo. All right, let me do that. National parks, your zoo, and then your amusement park. Let's go to our amusement park. And that is placed over near my airport, which is over here. Okay, so this is a really cool area. I've really been trying to improve the look and the aesthetics of each city I built. It's probably about my 15th or 16th city I built that I hope doesn't crash or get screwed up with the mods. But yes, here it is. Here's our wonderful airport. You'll see some modded planes flying in. I wanted to keep some realism into it, so I fenced it off with the fencing that you can get from your amusement park. And then I placed a bunch of dummy prop planes around to make it look like that they're there for maintenance, or that the airlines are stationed there or have a service station there. But if you're an airplane or flight aficionado or enthusiast, here we go. And what do we got coming in? Oh, looks like I got a twin proper. I've actually flown on one of those. I forget what they're called, but I have been on one. It's a European sounding name. I'm drawing a blank on it. If you know it, put it in the comments, and I will bump it up to the top. Now, we should have military planes. I'm not seeing much. The modded planes do come in. One of the videos I'm going to make for you all is where things go. Like, I've always been curious as far as where do the planes go when they leave, where do the ships go when they leave, where do the trains go when they leave, and that's going to be in some upcoming videos. Looks like he's waiting. Yep, something's coming in. He's coming in. Oh, no, where's he at? You're waiting for a long time for somebody to come in. There they are. I see them. Boy, they're way out there. This is something I love to do too. I know it'd be boring for some of you youngins that just love, you know, crash, smash, kill, fragging everybody. But I could sometimes sit here and watch the planes come in for a good 20, 30 minutes and then go realize, hey, you're staring at an airport, move along. So yes, some of the modded assets you can get off the Steam Workshop are these cool airport lights. I tried to do this myself, and then I went on to the workshop and found some, and I was like, yeah, thank you so much, because I couldn't get them lined up to save my life. It looks so bad. And then this one is the same kind of mod, but it's red, and for some reason they want to have trash to it, and like water too, so I had to pump water and everything out to it. So yeah, that's my airport in a nutshell. I'm going to be add some more stuff to it to get it looking realistic, like, you know, put in the props, make it look like this is active building, and they may be doing some remodeling. And then over here we have the same thing. We have another airlines building. Okay, now shift is stopping me. Weird. I have to figure out why. Oh, I know why, because I'm not in that mode, Tim. Goodness gracious. Damn. So here's another one that we built just to keep the realism. So we got some bollards out front just for looks, and then we got some nice little vehicles, and then of course vehicles for airport maintenance and airport security, and then our tour bus is there in case there's ever a plane that goes down, or if there's anything late, the buses are there to take everybody to their hotel, because you know that shit happens a lot. So the airport like, oh, your flight's canceled, you have to stay in a hotel. Okay, so moving along to our amusement park. Here she is. Now, she's not very big because I learned the first time, like I said, growing pains. So, once again, place your entrance, use that zone, and expand your park. Now, this one turned out to be looking like a football, and it's fine by me. So, keep everything close. Let's go on in. We got a wonderful Ferris wheel you guys already seen. This is my most favoriteest ride in the world. I could probably ride this thing for hours. I want to build one in my backyard somehow. But yes, you have the swinging pendulum boat. Then over here you have the kiddie train. I think it's called the pig train. Yeah, it's a pig train. Piggy train. Then over here you have a fabulous looking roller coaster. This roller coaster looks so good. But way too fast. The G's right there would kill you. Yeah, the G's on a drop would totally kill you. Round and around, and down she goes. Pretty well designed, in my opinion. Then, of course, you have the trampolines, of course. You know, I tried to get on a trampoline a couple years ago, and I didn't realize how much freaking exercise they are. So if you have a kid that is a little inactive, buy him a trampoline and a couple neck braces so he doesn't kill himself, and say have fun. Here are the these squares you can place. What's that called? Amusement Park Plaza. Now this is all pre-built, but then this is my version of the Amusement Park Plaza right here. You got these cool little coin machines. All these are assets that are included. You have the claw machines. These great little 50-cent mechanical rides. Drawing a blank. And everybody knows what that is. And over here we have, is that the piggy train again? I got two piggy trains? No, this is That's another piggy train. I didn't realize I had 2 piggy trains. Okay. Teacups. Restrooms. This is a cool little art that is off of the Steam Workshop. Then we got our cool bumper cars, one of my other favorite rides. When I ride the bumper cars, when I get ready to hit somebody, I'll take all my weight and I'll push back on the seat. And right when I hit them, I lunge forward. And man, you could smack somebody good that way. It works great. I've been doing it ever since I've been driving bumper cars. And here is all these rides I could dig. I'd be at this amusement park for hours. There's nothing here I wouldn't dig. I love free fall. That would be such a fun ride. Free fall forever. So that's kind of the amusement park in a nutshell. It's not too big. You have this crazy machine too that you would never catch me on in a million years. If any of you guys ride this, say in the comments. If you have rode it, let me know in the comments, because I just feel like that would just kill me. Seriously, I'd get off that ride and never want to go back. Spinny rides and me just don't get along anymore. You have your cool little area where you can win cool stuff. So there's all our carnies. And then this is a lighted sculpture that lights up at night. This is off the Steam Workshop. So that is the amusement park. Not that huge. I haven't really gone back since I've unlocked everything to see if there's any more on it. But maybe there is. I guess it's real easy to look. Midas. Jump into there. Jump into my amusement. And it looks like I have everything. Yes. Oh, there's also a haunted house. I forgot to show you the haunted house. How could I do that? Ouch. What's cool about this haunted house? I'll show you. Stop. Has these cool dudes that pop out. Try not to make it blue. Try to get my off that. Oh, see, they got that guy popped out there. Oh, okay, I accidentally pushed spacebar so everybody was frozen. I do apologize. See, this camera is cool, but your mouse really screws with the look of it. So there we got that guy that pops out, and then we have a ghost over here that pops out. Up top there. Watch those 2 windows up high. There's the devil, and there's the ghost. Woo! It looks like we got somebody in the window looking. I never noticed that before. Okay, so that's pretty much it. There's a commercial for Purdue Apparel. Back out of there. Like I said, this DLC is very cool. It was $14, but it was really cool. It gives you pretty cool stuff, and enough of it. Some of the DLCs definitely are not worth the money. Now, as you see, I do got a lot of assets off the Steam Workshop. We got our hazmat building. We have this, I think it's a British store, I'm not quite sure. Leroy Merlin. Now, some of these buildings are just crazy. What the guys do. I love that building. I love the look of it. There are so many buildings I'll constantly just be going through my city looking. And all of a sudden, there it is. It's like, that is way cool looking. Like, these guys here, that's somebody's residence. Dale residence. Oh my god, 10 adults and 1 residence. Now, these are our toasters, or you can call our crematoriums. This was a cool mod I really kind of dig. It's just funny. So these are crematoriums, and they get rid of your dead. This, once again, is another asset off the workshop. And like I have him up here all by himself, so there's no light pollution to screw with the lens optics. Now you'll see my highway engineering is not pretty, but it works. It works very, very well, as you can see. But like I said earlier, I have a trick that I'm sure you enthusiasts who play this a lot know of, but I tunnel a lot of my traffic. I have so many tunnels right now, it is crazy, and we'll take a look at it right now. Let's take a peek. Let's go ahead and go into this one so I don't accidentally build any roads, because we don't want to accidentally build any roads. Let's go on down in there. Go on down in there, come on. Oh, I guess I got to pick something first there. Come on, Midas. Page on down. Page on down. Thank you very much. Okay, so let's get up here so I can see my tunnels. I don't think I have too many over here. Like I said, what I'll do is I'll follow the traffic pattern, and I'll see where the bottlenecks are, and I'll see where they're going, where the majority of them, I should say, are going, and then I'll build a tunnel. Because with that tunnel, you don't have to worry about any buildings screwing with you or anything like that. You just got to make sure your exit is has a long enough distance where you can bring the tunnel out of the ground and make a connection above ground. Sometimes they don't always have enough room and it's hard to make a connection. So that's that. Like I said, we got different tunnels here taking people from point A to point B in an easy fashion. Sorry about that, I hit my mic. These ones, of course, is just to get them under the railroad tracks and under different various things. This one here, once again, is for traffic. This traffic was doing this crazy loop all through all this crazy crap just to get where they wanted to go, which was on this highway. So instead of letting them go through all this crazy stuff, I made them a quick little cut through. Now this is where it gets interesting. As you players know that play this a lot, you want to keep your manufacturing close to the highways or close to very large thoroughfares, so your goods can get around the city quicker and like they should. And the way to do that, in my opinion, is with tunnels. See, this is a lot of traffic, and this is pretty much the most busiest road I have, and the reason of, see, it keeps going through here, and it goes all the way over here, and the reason that's so busy, and let's show you. So everything gets manufactured, comes down the road. Here's the split. As you can see, it's pretty red. It's a lot of traffic here. They're either going to go to the west, or they're going to go to the east or north. So, and I'm not sure why that has a stoplight. I'm going to turn that off. So anyway, they all come down and bring the goods down on this road. So these guys here can come down, and then bam, they're in a tunnel. They're out of vision, and they can get to where they need to go, and they dump off here on this very busy thoroughfare. See, the tunnels work very good. I have a lot of them. Let's kind of go up so you can see. There's all my tunnels. These tunnels are all fully functioning. You can see they all have, most all have traffic. There's a few I made that I knew will eventually get traffic once this gets filled up. This one's going to get pretty busy. But this one here is main thoroughfare to get through the city without having to go through all the loops. Now the loops are there just for traffic. I hate stoplights. Stoplights seem to screw everything up. Corners, any kind of X intersection and crossover intersection, it's just blah. So that's how I get my traffic around the city, and that's how I keep traffic down in most of the areas, and that's got a stoplight there, it looks like, too. I'm going to fix that. Let's just do that right now. No stoplight. Whoa, everybody. I guess I should have done that other one. I've got to find it later. But that's all the wonderful tunnels that I made, and that may be a little secret that you might not have thought about. In the beginning, building this game, I tried to make bridges over crap, and it just turned into a nightmare because you'd have to get rid of this building, and then it still didn't work, so you'd have to get rid of another building, and then something wouldn't correctly link right. So tunnels, I found out, are the best way to go. So that's how I do it. One other thing I want to cover before this video ends is I want to show you that you can build your own park. You don't have to use any of their stuff. So this was a natural park that was already here when the map was initially born. I've kind of upgraded it with a lot of different artifacts and oh, what's the word I'm looking for? Ancient buildings. And that's not the word I'm looking for. I'm trying to blank on it. And there we go. Keep hitting the space bar. Oh, looks like we got a robber at the park. Where's the cops? Come get that sucker. Oh, hit spacebar again. That spacebar is just right there. Who's he robbing? Where's the cops at? Let's see if there's any cops around. Policia, where you at? I don't see any police around. Oh, there he is. He's coming. There he is. There he is. Come on down and get this guy. Man, the traffic's slowing your butt down. Holy moly. Why is it going so slow there? Oh, you. This is one of the tour buses. This is why. This is showing everybody the sights. And they drive slow. See, oh my goodness. Sorry, I hit the mic again. This cop's having a hell of a time to get over here. And the robber's gone by the time he gets here. Of course, it's always that way. Once in a while you get lucky and the cops foil it, but 9 times out of 10, there's never a cop when you need one. Okay, so let's move on to this park I was talking about. Like I said, this was a park that was already here. I just kind of expanded and put some more ancient ruins in there. And I also placed a roadway from the national parks. And what that's going to do, it's going to bring my people into this park. And it also lets me make a walking tour. Now, like I said before, Midas doesn't know everything, and I didn't know we had tours until I found that out literally yesterday. It's amazing that I didn't realize that. So you can do walking tours. Let's go jump in here, and as you can see, I made a walking tour here. Get out of there. And you pretty much take these little signs and you place them in an area, but you got to make sure that you close your loop back at the starting point. And this also brings in a lot of tourists. You can watch them walk this thing, and they'll go to each single point and walk to each point and then come back and leave. Now this park also generates revenue because I put a gate in it. The fencing really is just more for aesthetics. Everybody seems to be using the gate as they are supposed to. I have seen some Cims on other YouTubers' channels where they just walk right through the fence to go to an attraction. Yeah, to do a little modifications to your roadways and kind of stop them from that. But these guys are using the gate thing like they should. Give me your money, lady. Come in here, check out these old ruins that we didn't have to get onto. We just put them in the ground. I put a gazebo out there just to draw them there. And then, like I said, I put the walking tour out there. Kieran Castle is what we call this one. And then we also have another smaller park over here, Evergreen Gardens. This is just a small park I made for everybody. This is a pretty cool little park. They have fireworks every night. And that's another cool thing you guys can see are the fireworks shows. So we'll do that in another video. This video is starting to run a little long, so we'll go ahead and cut this off here soon. But that's my city kind of in a nutshell. We're going to be coming back and checking out some things. Like I said, I want to do a couple ride-alongs, if you want to call it that, and check out where some of the airplanes and trains and the different AI end up going. Now, to end this, we're going to go ahead and crank some music up a little bit, and we are going to take a ride through our city, and that can be done once again with this great mod I got off of Steam. So let's go to the cars drive fast. I'd like to do car, but I don't think it does. We can try it out, and if it's too crazy, we'll come back. But yeah, let's go for a car. Here, let's go. Off we go, everybody. You know what I forgot to do? I forgot to turn on some tunes, man. I hope these tunes don't give me a copyright strike, but you know, I'm not monetized anyway. Okay, so let's jump in another car. Enjoy, everybody, and we'll see you back again. looks like this sim is glitched. It's trying to get you one that was walking. Let's see if we can find another one. Let's move over here. Where's the busy spot? Not there. Let's go over here where it's real busy. Oh, and that guy just disappeared as soon as I went to him. Went to his house. Let's see if this guy walks around a little bit more. Now, if you like this video, please thumbs up. If you don't like this video, you know what else to do. And if you want, please subscribe to these videos. I do this for fun. I'm not monetized. This is all just me for the love of the game and to talk to you guys, to show you things I found out if you care. Looks like this tourist is hanging out at the park. We're getting some very boring tourists around here, or Cims you want to call. So let's find one more, and then we will call it a day. There we go. Because this way you can see the way everything is. Gives you a really good view of the city. Actually, we're not going to do this one. Screw the Cims, right? Yes, screw the Cims. We'll just do my own thing. Click through all this shit. Looks like we're in the industrial zone. There's a fire somewhere. I heard a fire truck. I went the wrong way. Big old military truck coming through. Oh, they're stuck. Where's the fire at? You guys are stuck in this crap. Is this where that stoplight's at? Poor fire truck, you stuck in this crazy ass traffic. Where's the fire? There he is, right? Yep, there he is. Where's the fire? Am I blind? Maybe another one got to it. I don't see it anymore. Yeah, I don't hear the siren. I think they got to it. I was hoping to have a live fire at that view. That'd be cool. I'll get one. I'll get one for y'all. Cool, cool, cool. Once again, thank you very much for watching True Play Studios. This is Midas, and we are stuck in another sim at the bus stop. Oh my gosh. Let's just take a car ride, Midas. Stop it. Okay, y'all have a good one. Thank you very much for joining us. Once again, if you like the video, thumbs up. Subscribe if you want to. Bye-bye, everybody.
Back in the old days, you know, years ago, they had to A&R men to tell you.